Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a collection video and it's going to be of my Jo Malone perfumes. I've been collecting for maybe about 8 years now, and I thought I would do this little impromptu video and show you what I've got. I will try and describe the scents as best as I can. I'll get the scent descriptions up, and a lot of these have associated memories with, so I thought we would go down memory lane and just go through what I've got. I've got a little Winnie here. Winnie! Winnie! Oh, no. She's had a long car ride this morning, so she's tired. So yeah, I've got full size, I've got minis, I've got some limited editions, so let's jump in. So the first one is kind of a little bonus, and it's actually Darren's one. So the only one he's got at the moment, he's tried a few different of the Cologne Intense over the years. This is actually the only Cologne Intense I've got in my collection. It's not even mine. This is the Dark Amber and Ginger Lily. That's what it looks like. He actually got this one when we went to sort of a little like cosmetics company outlet event, and so on the back, I mean, these usually retail for 150. This was marked down to 112, and then I think he got a little bit more discount on it as well. So this is the 100ml, and I've just looked at the scent notes and it's actually gone up in price, so these are now 160, which is a lot. But I don't think you can complain about the Jo Malone staying power. It lasts all day. Darren does go through these quite quickly, so he doesn't get them too often, like for a birthday or Christmas. But yeah, I can't believe that they've gone up to 160 now. That is wild. So the top notes in this is black cardamom, with a heart note of black orchid, a base note of Kyara incense, and amber and ginger, I would say. This one is definitely very deep, very almost like oriental, a really warm musk to it, and this is not one of my favourite scents on Darren, but I mean, I don't dislike it, but it is very sort of warm, very strong naturally from being the intense version. So yeah, that's Darren's one. Should we continue with the larger sort of full-size 100 ones? So I'll start with the first one that I ever got, and that was English Pear and Freesia. This was my wedding scent. I got this 2017, so that's how much I've used of it. Not a lot. This is for very special occasions. I don't know if the scent has altered slightly, being now 7-8 years old. Obviously it smells like pears and freesias. I am not the biggest floral person, and this to me, and I remember saying it at the time, me and my mum went for sort of a get to know the scents, figuring out what we wanted. They did sort of the arm massage and scrub on us, and I remember saying, that tastes smells like a nice cider would taste. And I think she kind of looked at me a bit funny and was like, that's the first anyone's ever said that. But it is like a juicy, like refreshing cider. I know this is probably one of their most populars, and sometimes they do sort of an English pear and something else, or something else and freesia, so they definitely use these scents quite a lot. I will see what it says for the proper notes. So the top note, it says it's William pear, with a heart note of freesia and a base note of patchouli. Yeah, like I said, it's really sweet, fresh. It's not too sweet. It is for me that perfect balance between fruity and floral, and obviously it holds the memory because I wore this on our wedding day. And that is one of the ones that you can actually get in the 50 mils. I don't know if every scent comes in the 30 and the 50 mil, so the 30 is what I'm going to show you in a bit. I don't have any of the 50 mil, which is sort of the shorter, more square bottle. I just haven't got those yet. The next one I think I got was this one. This is Yuja I believe, Uja cologne. So this was a limited edition one. They came out with some different sort of frosted bottles. This was my favourite. They also had sort of a green one, which I did have for a period of time. I must have gone through all of that. I'm probably not going to be able to find the scent ingredients. I'll try and look it up. This one to me smells like my dad, which is weird to say. But yeah, it just sort of reminds me of him. Just like a men's cologne. My dad wears a lot of the Hermes one that comes in sort of the orange bottle. I mean, that is the only fragrance he wears, and it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Let me see if I can find some scent notes for this. So it says the top note is yuzu, the middle note is clary sage, the base notes are balsam fir and cedar. I wouldn't instantly smell this and say it smells woody like those two sort of like tree notes have, but it just smells like a lighter cologne scent. And by lighter I don't mean like lighter it's going to wear off really quickly, but lighter is it's not like going to give you a headache. It just is a really nice balance, and I think a very unisex scent. So I've had that one for quite a while and I really like that. Next one I got, and I think I got this for Christmas one year, is Poppy and Barley. I think this came out as a limited edition to start with, and then they brought it into their permanent collection. Again, I'm not typically a floral person. None of my other perfumes are floral, but obviously a lot of these have that floral element. And it just smells really nice. Again, I feel like these all have a slight sweet undertone to them. It's probably the most floral that I've got. It actually says the top note in this is blackcurrant, which I totally see. The heart note is poppy and the base note is barley. So interesting that they say blackcurrant. That obviously gives it its fruity and sweetness. But that poppy and barley, I feel like the barley helps to make it not so floral. It sort of subdues it a bit. I don't have any other connotations with this, so far I got it at Christmas. So yeah, I probably would wear this more going out in like wintry time, winter, autumn. It's slightly heavier, slightly stronger, I would say, so I don't wear that as much sort of in the summer. The next one I've got is Wild Bluebell. This one reminds me of Disney. Me and Darren love to pick out scents to remind us of like going on holiday. We usually will pick one at the airport so we can take it with us, and then it reminds us of that holiday specifically. So one time flying through probably Heathrow or Gatwick, I picked up the Wild Bluebell, and I would never have thought to pick this up because Wild Bluebell, it just sounds floral, and like I said, that's not me. But smelling it is beautiful, and like I said, it reminds me of the Disney trips we went on, and for me this is very much a spring summer scent. I could probably see myself wearing this all year round though, to be honest. It never looks like I've used much of them, but you only need a couple of spritz, and I find it lasts really well. Let me see what other scent notes, because Wild Bluebell does not tell us too much. And looking at the website, you can actually get this in a body mist as well, which is interesting. So the normal prices for these ones, so not the ones that come in the black bottle, are 118, so considerably a bit cheaper than the intense ones. So the top note is Bluebell, the heart note is Persimmon, which says it's a milky peach note with clean creamy undertones. Okay, I can see that. And the base note is white musk, and it's like a really gorgeous light sweet floral scent. I feel like I'm saying all of the same notes and it's really hard to describe, but this is definitely my favourite perfume as of now. Absolutely love it, and like I said, I feel like I could wear this all year round. The final 100ml one that I have is Blackberry and Bay, and I picked this up when we went to Israel. I got it in a smaller size, which you'll see. This is one that I picked out at the cosmetics company outlet, and I paid just under £88 for it. This is much more fruitier than the rest of them, I would say, and sweeter. It's probably my close second favourite at the moment. So it says the top note is blackberry, the heart note is bay leaves, and the base note is cedarwood. And so from the cedarwood you get sort of that dry, musky undertone to it. The bay leaves sort of give it that sort of lighter, crisp, almost like, you know, when you walk in through a patch of like garden and herbs, you get that sort of combined scent. Kind of reminds me of that, sort of like all the mint and everything sort of combining. And then obviously the blackberry makes it very, very juicy. Feels like you could be walking past like a blackberry bush. And yeah, I really like this scent. So those are all of the big ones. Then I have 5 of the, yeah, so these are the 30ml, and currently the 30mls go for £55. These are ones that I tend to travel with the most. If we're going away for a weekend or a week somewhere, I find these are sort of the perfect size, providing there's enough in them to take away with me if I'm going on holiday, and like even for a good 2 weeks. So the first one I have is a limited edition. This is Tropical Cherimoya. It looks like this, so we're going back a good few years now. I've used quite a bit of it. I'm going to have to find the scent notes because this is a really interesting one. It almost smells slightly vanilla-y. Again, it's more of sort of a cologne scent, I would say. Let's have a look and see what I can find. And apparently, I'm just looking up, Cherimoya is a custard apple. It's a sweet tropical fruit, also known as custard apple. Now, I can't find the exact Jo Malone notes, but it looks like a few people do dupes of this scent. And it says passion flower, pear, cherimoya, tonka bean. And I can see that. I think this one is at the stage where the scent is starting to alter slightly because I have had it so long. I'd say it's really unique. Like I said, it's going to be hard to find. So I do see sometimes it pop up on like Vinted and Depop, but it's a good few years old now. I then have a 30ml of the Use Your Cologne, like I said. I've used quite a bit of that. I then have a Blackberry and Bay. I've used half of that. I've literally just finished a Wild Bluebell in this scent, so I don't have that to show you, but I did have that. And then I also have a Lime, Basil and Mandarin in this one. This also kind of reminds me of my wedding day because alongside the fragrance I did wear, I had the Lime, Basil and Mandarin scrub, and I think I had a body conditioner lotion, so it does make me think of my wedding as well. And this is just really nice and sweet with that lime and basil combination. It's really quite that simple. And this one I think I must have gotten one of the outlets because it says £36 on the back, so always recommend looking at Jo Malone in the cosmetic stores, because they usually have some of the standard range in the sort of offers as well. And then this is probably one of my most favourite Jo Malone scents. This is all I have left, and I'm going to show you the dupe that I bought because this is so hard to find. And this is the Willow and Amber. So they did sort of this river-esque series, and this was my favourite one. And again, very much like the usual one, it has that cologne scent that makes me think of my dad, which very weird to say, but it's very warm and comforting. It is so gorgeous. I wouldn't know how to describe this. Like, who thinks of what a willow smells like, you know? But obviously it's got that amber note to it, and just a real gently sweet musk to it. Now, I was desperately trying to find a match, and the one that's supposedly a match is this one by Federico Majora, which is part of their Pure Royale scents, and this is 919, and it's supposed to be a dupe. Let me smell them. I'd say they are very, very close, and it's hard to do a direct comparison because obviously this is a good few years newer than this one, so the scent is kind of altered slightly. But I'd say they're pretty darn close. I wouldn't say it's a direct replacement, and if I could ever get my hands on this one, I would be snapping it up. But like I said, very, very hard to find. So this, for me, is sort of the nearest dupe, and I only really wear this on special occasions or where I'm feeling like I really want to wear it that day. So I've got those. And that's all of those ones. Now we're going on to minis. So I've got a few different minis, and there's various ways you can get hold of these minis. Sometimes they do promotions on the Jo Malone website where if you buy sort of one of the bigger ones, they'll throw one of these in for free, which is one of the ways I've got them in the past. And when I say they're mini, they are 0.3 fluid ounces or 9 milliliters. They are tiny. These are the perfect size to fit in your handbag, and it's what I carry in my handbag. They do box sets. It just depends whether you like all the scents in them. I think I purchased a box set of someone on Vinted, which is how I got most of these. And then I also, at the cosmetics company outlet, got this pack. And I think it was a pack of 4, I want to say, and one's in my handbag at the moment. So this is actually Wild Bluebell, and it came with just a set of 4 of them, I think for like £30. So obviously that's my favourite scent. Some of the other ones, I've got a little lime basil and mandarin, an English pear and freesia. Most of these are the scents that I've already talked about with you. Blackberry and bay. So I kind of knew that those were safe bets. And then one that came with it was wood sage and sea salt, which I think I've had sort of testers for or little samples of in the past. This is another really nice scent. I can see myself adding this to my collection one day. Let me get the scent notes for it. This scent actually won the Vogue Beauty Awards of 2023, so that's interesting. It says the top note is ambrette seeds. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. The heart note is sea salt and the base note is sage. I really don't know how to describe this. It is very woody, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel headachy. It still feels very light and gentle. So I could definitely see myself wearing this, but it would definitely be more of a winter scent. And then the other one, which I think I got as like a promotional one when you sort of bought something off the website, and this is Fig and Lotus. I'm not sure if this is a permanent scent that they do. The top note is the fig leaf, heart note is lotus flower, and the base note is vetiver. This is one I feel like could be a scent that Darren likes as well. It's a bit heavier, so I don't think it would be a scent that I would necessarily buy a whole perfume of, because I could see this giving me a headache. I think the vetiver is usually quite a strong note. Darren likes vetiver, so I could see him wearing this. I mean, I have used half of it up, but it's not one I think I would reach to repurchasing. So I thought I would just jump on at the end of this and add on my newest acquisition. For my mum's birthday, we went to our local Jo Malone and had a hand and arm massage, and there's never any obligation to buy anything from those like little things. They are complimentary and free, but they are going to naturally try and sell you stuff, and we knew we wanted, me and my mum, a perfume before going in so we could relax a little bit more. But I did choose the Paddington Bear new cologne, which is Orange Marmalade. So this is the packaging. Now I think they have sold out of all of the exclusive packaging online at the time of filming this, which is like 17th of August, but you still might be able to find some in your local stores or department stores if they have a Jo Malone booth. But online I did sort of go on their little chat feature and they said they were all sold out. But they have the very cute little Paddington Bear ribbon. So you've got Paddington, you've got a little jam marmalade jar, and then his little suitcase. Very cute. So let me show you what it looks like. So let's open it up. Kind of a shame to undo the ribbon, but I'm very glad that I was able to get the last of the Paddington packaging. So the special editions are usually a bit more expensive, I think. I've got a feeling the normal perfumes, so not like the darker colognes, I think they're 116 or 120. This was 124. And I think she did give me some samples. So I've got the English Paraphresia, which I know and like anyway. That was my wedding scent. So this is the box, and again, I was very lucky to get the last Paddington Bear little box. She left the ribbon a bit long because it was really cute with how it sort of fell at the end, so she didn't want to cut it, and I was completely on board with that. So this is the Orange Marmalade scent. I'm actually going to try and just slip this off. And this is the 100ml. Oh yeah, she put some other little bits inside. So I've got a little oud and bergamot, which I think I'll probably like because I usually like bergamot. So this is what it looks like. So you've got the blue sticker on the front, and then very cute, you've got sort of the Paddington signature little label on it, and it's got Paddington on the back. So I think I'll probably try and keep that on. Maybe not, it kind of sticks out, but the scents of this are not as sweet as you might think. Obviously it's got the orange in it, but whatever marmalade is supposed to smell like, obviously the marmalade is like a jam, it really has almost like a cologne scent to it. I don't know, I sprayed this on when we went shopping for my birthday, and it just sort of lingered for the rest of the day, and the more I wore it on my skin, the more I liked it. My mum smelt it and she liked it on my skin, and then when she smelt it on the tester again the next time, she didn't like it. So always would recommend putting it on your own skin and seeing how it reacts, but I really liked it. I like a more citrusy scent, so this was really nice and juicy, and yeah, the darker notes in it. I'll try and throw up a card of what the darker note is. That sort of makes it more sort of woody and almost like a cologne. But yeah, really enjoyed that. And like I said, I've got the 30ml off Vinted, so that'll be coming soon, and I think it's in very similar packaging, just a slightly smaller box. That is my little collection of Jo Malone. I hope you've enjoyed sort of walking down memory lane with me, seeing what I've got. Let me know what your favourite Jo Malone scent is down below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys. Say bye, Winnie. Say bye, Winnie. Winnie. I'm trying to snooze.